someone asked about your take on women's MMA.
I love it. Zhang Weili is my favorite fighter right now. So I'm a huge MMA fan, but I really don't like the thuggy, like, shit-talking thing of like, oh, we don't like each other, we have to fight. It's absurd. It is a sport where you have this beautiful thing that happens with your opponent. Your opponent, the better they are, the more they challenge what is best in you. We should come at our opponents with gratitude. That's the way of like the martial artist, which is we're trying to raise this art form higher and higher, bring out the best of each other. The other thing that's so amazing about women's MMA is it's like the UFC, there is no women's UFC. There's only UFC. And when you have a bout, there's not men's and women's. There's just the women's bantamweight round, and then there's the men's middleweight round. You are all the same, and you fight based on your weight and your gender. That's it. And whoever's the biggest fighter at that time, they're the top card. So Ronda Rousey is like, I think she's one of the most important sports figures easily in the last decade. She's the one who made that clear to those guys. I mean, Dana White didn't know this. It's like he's not some evolved guy or anything. We're not watching women. We're not watching ladies, like all this, none of this bullshit. We're watching fighters, absolute martial arts experts, taking it as far as they can. My nieces, I've made them all fighters. They do jiu-jitsu, they do Muay Thai, and they grow up thinking of themselves differently because of MMA. They grow up thinking of themselves as people who own their space and that they can be knocked down, but they cannot be defeated. They cannot be owned. And so, yeah, I'm a big fan of women's MMA.